Maybe we should drop it down. Oh, we got an intruder. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, anyway, I have tried to film this so many times. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So a few weeks ago, I made a video talking about my favorite go-to breakfasts and just kind of what I've been doing the last few months. Since July, I've been in a weight decline and I'm officially down 30 pounds. So I've been at a consistent weight loss and I have not been doing anything crazy. I haven't cut out any food groups and I definitely enjoyed myself during the holidays, but I've just really stuck to my macros. So if you are new to macros, you don't know anything about macros, I will link a macro calculator for you guys below so you can get your very own specific amount, because every single person has a different macro count. So what I eat and what my body needs is completely different than somebody else. It's based off your age, your gender, your current weight, your goal weight. There's all kinds of factors that go into calculating your macros. For me specifically, I try to stick to around 130 grams of protein a day, 170 carbs, doesn't have to be that much, but that's about what I eat every day, and then 30 to 40 grams of fat. It's not so much counting calories. Yes, there's calories calculated into this as well, but I just focus on those three things when I'm eating, and I have found it is so flexible. It's so easy to do. I do not feel like I am on any kind of diet. Today's video, I wanted to share some of my favorite lunches and dinners, and this is what my whole family eats. I don't make anything different for them that I make for myself. They love the kind of foods that I make, but if we are ever having something that's just really high in fat or something like that, then I will usually make something separate for myself. I will just make the same thing but make it a little bit different. For example, the other night we had breakfast for dinner, so I made them pancakes, but I made myself my protein French toast. So I do that sometimes, but for the most part, whatever I make, we all eat the same thing. I also wanted to include some of my favorite snacks, my protein bars, my favorite protein drinks, anything that I use to supplement protein. I'll share all of that with you as well, but I do want to thank ButcherBox for sponsoring today's video. I will share with you guys all the details on them in just a minute, but before we get started, I'm going to first show you guys all of my favorite snack foods and my protein bars. As far as protein shakes go, you guys are probably not surprised, but I love the cake batter by Clean Simple Eats. I will have this linked below. These are just like to-go packs, but I actually have like a huge jar full of it. I dump like 3 bags of it inside of a jar because I literally drink it every single day. So this one is my favorite flavor of all time. And then also the Clean Simple Eats brownie batter. You guys can tell I like batter. So this one is delicious. I just make it like normal. I use unsweetened almond milk to mix it in my shakes, and I have one of these every single day. Another like snack, I love these lightly salted rice cakes, but my favorite way to have them is with peanut butter spread on top. And then I would say this is just another favorite snack. So this is the Boom Chicka Pop. It's really low in calories. In fact, I think it says it right there on the front. 140 calories. This is just a great thing that I will grab at nighttime if I'm feeling snacky at all. This is the perfect thing for me. I love the Boom Chicka Pop. As far as grab and go shakes, I love the Premier Protein, and I get these from Costco, so I make sure to always have a stock of these. This is another Costco favorite, the G2G protein bars. They're so good, and I like to keep them in the fridge. I will say this is like a full-blown meal replacement. There's 18 grams of protein, but there is 300 calories in these. What I love these for is literally if I have no time, but I'm starving, I will just grab one of these and eat this. Because again, it's like a full-blown meal with how many calories are in it, but it also leaves you so full. So these are a great bar to have on hand. As you can see here, I always have a stock. So I have another box of them right here. These are my favorite Built bars of all time. There's only 140 calories, 17 grams of protein, 6 grams of sugar. I love that. Zero guilt, but it's so, is this literally my last one? It's my last one. The coconut marshmallow Built Puffs are literally the best things on the planet. These ones are okay, don't love them as much, but definitely a huge fan of the coconut marshmallow. Oh, is there 2 in here? Oh no, different one. Oh, these are really good too. I don't normally have like boxes of these on hand, but I do like to grab these at our store. My favorite is either the peanut butter fudge or the peanut butter, it's like white chocolate and it's super good, or the red velvet. So there's 3 of them that I love. The macros are 13 grams of protein, 12 carbs, and 13 fat. The Built bars only have 2 grams of fat, and since I'm trying to keep my fat a little bit lower, I love these, and I usually have these with a shake. I will have everything that I talked about linked below, and I do have a discount code for the Built Bars and for the shakes. The first meal I'm showing you is my favorite taco salad, and I use ground turkey instead of ground beef. So this will just make it a little bit less fattening. I will cook this entire package of this ground turkey, and I will turn it into taco meat, and I will use it throughout the week. So I'm gonna show you actually the next two meals. Like this meal and the next one are pretty similar, but just a few different ways that I eat this meat. It tastes really good in the fridge for a few days. So all I do is I add some taco seasoning to it. And then to turn it into a salad, I put this on top of some shredded lettuce. I add my favorite toppings like tomatoes, a little bit of sour cream, some cheese, and I will eat this just like a salad, and it's so delicious. But another way I like to eat this meat is in the form of little street tacos. So I will just heat up some of these taco shells and eat them like a regular taco. And again, these are some of my favorite meals for lunch. I know they're kind of the same. I use basically the same ingredients, just added some taco shells to this, but these are some of my favorite meals. This next recipe is one of my favorites, and it tastes really similar to what I would think a blueberry muffin batter would taste like. So what you will need for this recipe is some plain yogurt, and I love the Phage 0%. That's my favorite one. There is no flavor to this, so just warning you. You'll also need some blueberries and some protein powder, and I'm using the cake batter from Clean Simple Eats. I think that makes it taste more like muffin batter because of the cake batter protein added in. And then if you want some extra crunch, I'm just putting some Catalina Crunch cereal into this. I know that's probably a little bit weird, but you can put granola or whatever you want if you want some crunch. So I start by melting 1 cup of blueberries in the microwave. If the berries are just refrigerated, I only have to melt them for about a minute, maybe between 45 seconds and a minute, and then I'll stir it up. And then while it looks like this is when I will dump in my protein powder. This way the protein mixes in really well, and I will stir this in slowly. And once this is all mixed together, I will add in 1 cup of the yogurt. And this tastes great just as it is, but again, if you want to add some crunch, you can add whatever toppings you want. The next one here is a BLT salad. If you can't tell, I love salad. So I usually cook a few pieces of bacon so that I can use this throughout the week. I don't love the taste of meal prepped food, but as far as taco meat or bacon, to me it tastes great, especially because I'm using them like in a salad, so it tastes really good. So I will just cook a few slices of bacon, and if you want to make this a little bit less fat, I usually only use 1.5 to maybe 2 slices of bacon when I make this into a salad. But if you want to make it a little bit less fat, you could obviously use turkey bacon. And then I'm doing kind of the same thing. I use shredded romaine, I add some croutons and some tomatoes, and this tastes just like a BLT. Today's video is sponsored by ButcherBox, and we absolutely love this delivery service. If you aren't familiar with them, ButcherBox gives their customers access to high quality meat at an affordable price, and you never have to pay for shipping. You get several meat options to choose from 100% grass-fed beef to free-range organic chicken, crate-free pork, and wild-caught seafood. They ship your order frozen at the peak of freshness, and they pack it in an eco-friendly 100% recyclable box. They source directly from farmers and fishermen who meet the highest standards for quality, so you know you're getting your meat through thoughtful sourcing. I wanted to share a few reasons that I personally love their service, and one of them is their pricing. The least expensive box option can make up to 24 meals. That means you can easily have a home-cooked meal with your family every Monday through Friday for an entire month. To get started with their service, they offer 2 standard box options, which is custom or curated. They offer classic size or large size in both of those options, so you can decide which would be best for your family's needs. The box I ordered this month is the custom box in the classic size, and I love choosing my own cuts from a variety of beef, pork, chicken, and seafood each month, but I also love that they have the option for pre-selected meats in their curated boxes. Another thing I love about this subscription is the time that it saves. We typically shop at a few different stores to find meat that we love, especially because we only buy grass-fed and free-range options. So the fact we can get our meat delivered right to our door and the shipping is free is a huge deal for us. The quality is probably an obvious one because, like I mentioned before, we only eat grass-fed and free range of any kind of meat. Not only is it thoughtful sourcing, but the quality of the meat is so much better for you. I also love that they offer member benefits. So once you're a part of the ButcherBox community, you have access to special member deals and add-ons for each box. Some examples include member deals, bundled items, limited special items, holiday cuts, and prepared items. You can also adjust box options and delivery frequencies to your needs and can cancel at any time with no penalty. Make sure you click the link below to claim this month's ButcherBox limited offer. And thank you again, ButcherBox, for sponsoring today's video. So what I'm making here is one of our family favorites. This is the crock pot beef and broccoli, and the recipe comes from Life in a Loft House. I will have it linked below. I do have to mention the quality of the ButcherBox meat is so delicious. It's really not even comparable to store-bought meat. So if you've been on the hunt for really good, tasty meat, I would definitely give them a try. But again, this is one of our family favorites and it tastes just like you're eating out at a restaurant. I will let this cook here for a few hours and then I will put in the broccoli. But what I want you guys to see here is I'm still eating the same things my family eats. I will always just portion out my food, but I always try to get about 4 ounces of the meat. I'm having the broccoli. I also add a side of rice. So I'm still eating everything my family's eating, but I'm making my portions so that it will fit into my macros. I feel like this is the first time in my life I've been on some kind of health journey and I haven't been afraid of seasoning or butter. And I actually mentioned this in my video before that I had been using spray butter for as long as I can remember, the 0-calorie kind, and it's just full of basically plastic. And I have slowly transitioned to get away from 0-calorie foods just because it's not real food and your body doesn't really know what you're putting in it. So even though it might have lower calories, I am trying to eat real food. The last meal I'm sharing is a go-to. We have this every single week, at least one time, and it's teriyaki chicken and rice. So this is something that Thomas makes every week. I never make this meal. I feel like he just makes it perfect every time. So he will cut up some chicken breast and then add some garlic salt, Johnny seasoned salt, and teriyaki sauce. He will cook this in a pan, and then when this is done, he will set it aside and then make our rice. So how he makes the rice is he will sprinkle some of that Johnny's salt on top and then just a little bit of soy sauce, and then he will scramble up 2 eggs and mix them in there as well. And anyone that has had his fried rice has said it is literally the best rice ever. I swear it is so good. And honestly, I've never been able to make it quite like him. I'm showing you all of the steps, so you can definitely try this at home, but this is always a meal that I look forward to and I love this so much. That's everything I have for this video, but I've had a lot of requests for a full day of eating, a full day in the life of what I've been doing with my workouts, with all of my meals, and just kind of what my routine is. So I will be sure to have that video up for you guys ASAP. Thank you guys again for watching, and remember to click the link below to claim this month's ButcherBox limited offer. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys in the next video.